Welcome to Storybooks Network channel. I don't think having money makes you rich. It's about having less fear in your life. Let me explain now. We're all afraid. We wouldn't be alive if we didn't experience fear. But there is a significant distinction between being afraid and being controlled by your fears. The majority of people are motivated by their fears, which cause them to take, or refrain from taking, certain actions that lead them down a perilous, sticky dead-end road. For the majority of my life, I have been the passenger as my fear has driven and guided me. I was terrified of being poor. Fear of not being accepted. Apprehension of being rejected. Fear of failing. Fear of being left behind. I became a beta version of myself because of my relationship with my fear. I moved at a very low frequency and discovered that people don't really want to be around that. I wasn't standing with my feet in a specific position. I therefore played along. I stumbled. I allowed my anxiety and insecurity to grow out of control because of my fear. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell symbol, then select all notifications to never miss a video upload from us. Even though you will always have fears, when you reach a point where they are no longer what keeps you up at night, something magical happens. You amass wealth. You are aware of your worth. You experience power, alive, worthy. The likelihood that you will succeed financially also increases as anxiety lessens and potential rises. As a result, things start to fall into place. You gain a lot of strength. Are your fears what motivate you? Do they prevent you from acting or being the way you want to? Owning your fears and then identifying them is the first step. Naturally, the next query is, how do I get rid of these fears? Here are 3 suggestions to help you stop acting out of fear as a starting point. 1. Recognize your fears. Awareness is where it all begins. Consider all of your fears that prevent you from experiencing happiness. Observe them only. In reality, this process is very liberating. When you do that, you will understand that your fears are not as strong as walls despite appearing to be so. They can be broken down and are not as strong as you might think. 2. Admit the specific things you are afraid of. Many people are aware of their fears but refuse to acknowledge them, especially to themselves. The fear will only gain power as a result of this resistance. Denying something means avoiding facing it. You can only begin to overcome your fears once you acknowledge what you are afraid of. 3. Decide that you're done with fear. Many therapists will try to persuade you to investigate the source of your fears. It's true that, depending on your story, they had a beginning. They frequently pose questions designed to aid you in processing your fear by guiding you all the way back to its source. In fact, overcoming your fears involves a therapeutic process that calls for this kind of coaching. But guess what? You simply have to decide at some point to stop being afraid. You must make the decision to enter the arena at some point. You can decide to feel less fear, it's true. No, this does not imply that your fear will simply disappear. But the ball will move. It will result in a change. Consider where your fears are leading you in life and decide right this second that you will no longer let them rule your actions. How to rearrange your life quickly. Yes, I still stress, worry, and have fears today. However, I can genuinely say that they no longer motivate me. And the results I see in my life when I don't let fear influence my choices give me the momentum I need to keep getting stronger and more fearless. I'll be the first to admit that I can't fight, but I'm also not afraid of anyone. And when I say that, I don't mean it in a haughty or superior manner. I'm referring to the fact that I don't rely on other people to make me happy or to make me feel important. Years ago, I had a fear-based belief system in which I truly believed that others had the ability to control my happiness. Often, especially when it comes to relationships, we are afraid of people because we have expectations or wants of them that may not be met. to share what I've learned from my experience as a therapist about how letting go of fears enables us to tap into our power and radiate inner strength and charismatic energy to the rest of the world. There is really nothing to be afraid of if all you want from others is a natural, genuine connection. Consider all the people you know and who have influence over you. Then consider why this might be. Usually, it's because you're concerned about what they might think, or you think they have the authority to take something away from you. But really, no one can ever take away your truth, except for you. What is the quickest way to rearrange your life, then? Not letting your fears control your actions. Being fearless because you need something from others. In the upcoming videos, we'll look at various topics. Thank you for taking the time to watch our channel.